Well, first chore of the day. Cut some limbs back. You can hear my wife pulled out Grandpa's old tiller. We're cleaning the chicken lot. And to me, this is gold. Fertilize. It's going on my fruit trees. Melissa is back here in the hole, breaking her back. And digging up the hump back here for some reason. I'll get it meant. This is her chore today. Yeah, I can go get you one. You want one? But we're gonna clean all this up. The chickens are going nuts because we're in here. Should be right yonder. Why don't you get one with a handle on it so you don't have to bend so much? Your back.
I'd rather squat and release the
Okay.
pressure on my back.
So yeah, this is what we're up to. I dread moving that, but that's a later date. We're getting ready for construction. She didn't answer, but anyway, show you progress as we go on this little job. Well, here's where some of the cleanest from the chicken lot are going. Around my apple trees. A few shovels for each. We're gonna come up today and hopefully work in the garden if we got time. But yeah, there's some around each. Good dirt, burnt down, no fresh. Not enough to hurt them. So, yep. key. And I see people in there that, yeah, they've never done this. They've never raised anything. Never been around it. Everybody wants to start raising their own chickens and stuff like that. Well, you know, this is the part nobody ever tells you about. A lot of work. You gotta keep it clean. You gotta put in the time, the effort, hot, wear you out. But it pays. Our chickens give us eggs. Wife sells eggs. They give us fertilizer, which you don't think is much, but to us, this is good stuff. It helps our fruit trees grow. It helps our nut trees grow. It helps the garden grow. My wife loves roses. Does them really good. But, let me get this out here. This is the part that nobody talks about. But you can see, we've dropped it 6-8 inches, and that's just in a short time. But yeah, and I got this wheelbarrow left to go. So, you know. You seen I took a tractor bucket. That's 3 wheelbarrows full. And here's the rest. Now this is out of a short wheelbase full-size truck. It's what we brought out. Yeah, it ain't all poo. There's hay. There's shavings, rotted down. Food that they've wasted, been thrown out. You see a corn cob right there where we fed them. You know, all that. But you want to clean that out. And I got to get this mess cleaned up off my porch today. But we're cleaning out in here. This is the big job today. Look at my babies. And Mr. Purdy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But, just in a couple hours, we've dropped this lot back down. It's back down to the hard pack under it. It's a whole lot cleaner. Smells a whole lot better. And one thing this does, it keeps the rats down. It does deter them. Got a little bit right here I'm going to do. But this is going to get raked out back in here. Because, I've said before in one of my other videos, we got to build a new chicken house. My old chicken house is 20-year-old better. But it's going right back in here. And it's going to be a miniature version of that. So, that's what we're going to do. Mostly sawmill lumber. This is in need of a little bit of repair. This was a rabbit hutch when I kept rabbits. And it was segregated. I had a doe here. You can see the board back here that held the side rails to separate. I had 2 bucks in here. And I had a doe over here. Now I'd raise rabbits. Then I had my old doe. She was in that. And then we kind of used it for chicks and whatnot. But this has got to go out of here. This is a small chicken coop that I made for my wife, a second one, that she had silky chickens in at one time. Well, don't know what we're going to do with it. But it's got to be moved. This is getting moved over where that's at. And then the chicken coop's going here. So that's what we're doing today. This was the floor of the run that was on the little chicken coop. See, I got the 2x4 fencing, and that was the floor to it. Right now it's got some 5-leaf Virginia creeper or poison. I can't tell them apart. But yeah, that's what we got so far. We'll get a little bit more of this cleaned up. I'll bring it back again. Well, now we're into cleaning. Got the old rabbit hutch out. Got the brooder out. Got the little coop out, but they ain't went nowhere. They're out here. I'm gonna be setting them over yonder, out of the way. That way we can bring the tractor in here and just scrape it. This used to be a junkyard. Yeah, you find all kinds of little treasures still. But be easier to tiller it up and level it off with the tractor. And then the new coop's going here. I think we might go ahead and get started on that. I ain't for sure this coming week. But today, it's just get it all cleaned out. I took the fence down. I had it where it can come down in sections so I can clean in here like this if I ever had to. And it worked out good today. But so far, that's where we're at. Getting close to being done with this part. So, yeah. Well, things kind of got carried away. But all the old fence is gone. All the coops are out. All this is gone. So in the midst of cleaning up, decided, well, you know, we're building a new coop right here. Why not go ahead and get everything out of there? So we can maybe start on the first of the month. So the groundwork's done. And everything's cleaned up. The coop will resemble this, the pat house. It'll have feed room on one end. The water tank is going to go back here and the back, and then we'll plumb the gutters into it. That way it'll have, every time it rains, it'll get some water in it. That way we won't have to haul as much. Which we don't haul very much, maybe 2-3 tanks a year for here. Because chickens don't drink that as much. But that'll open up when we're done. All this will be gone. The coop, the fences, those will be gone. The new coop resembling the pout house will be built here. And it will have an enclosed run to where, you know, if we're going to work, we can let them out in the run, but they can't get out here in the yard and around. Nothing, you know, they try to make it to where nothing can get in easily to them. And yeah, but started on this morning kind of late. Been working on it about 7 hours. Got everything tillered up, cleaned out, got all that cleaned out. Got all this straightened up, took down, moved out. Now I'm gonna start working on cleaning my pout house porch back up because it looks like a hurricane hit it. Because I ain't been taking time while I'm working. I don't get home 6:30, 7 o'clock, 6 at the best as I've ever done. So things get left. I don't like it. So I'm gonna work on cleaning that up this evening. It's 20 after 5 now. You can tell the days are getting shorter. The shade's already over, which ain't a bad thing, but it means before long, the work lights are gonna come in handy on the truck, and the generators are gonna come in handy for the lights. But we're that much closer to that, getting started. We'll probably, like I said, start on that come first of the month. and figure out how we're going to do it, how we want it. We know we want it to look like the Powell house, like a little old-timey cabin. Figure out how many windows she wants in it, where she wants them. Gonna have a side door where when you come in here, you go into the feed room, and then a door going into the coop, and then a door coming out into the lot. And put a couple windows, that way in the summertime she can open them up. They'll have fence over them to where nothing can get in easily. Stuff's gonna get in, we know that, but we're gonna make it as difficult for them as we can. We'll be repurposing a lot of stuff here to build it. But yeah, that's a few hours on a Saturday on the farm, getting ready for a bigger coop, more chickens, turkeys. Gonna put the brooder in the feed room. It'll be big enough to have a brooder in it for chicks, that way we don't have to keep them in the house. And they'll be next to the big chickens, so they'll be used to hearing them and smelling them and whatnot. Won't be as big as a pecking order fight, because that's gonna happen. And kind of looking forward to it. And then if we grow into more turkeys, we can actually build another one over here, have the same deal, make it look the same. That way it looks like 3 little cabins out here side by side, because I like things to look nice. And we can put the turkeys in those. But yeah, that's cleaning up part of it. Like I said, this is a part a lot of people don't talk about. All the work you have to do, and the redoing, and the doing, and the redoing. It's never ending, because you always think of something, a way to make it better, make it nicer, make it easier. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to make it easier. Because me and wife are, well, we're almost empty nesters, and we're getting up in age, and our friend arthritis has really took a toll on both of us. Her worse than me, because she's worked on concrete floors all her life. I've worked more or less outside all my life, manual laboring, blue collar stuff. But we're building it. We are building it. So yeah, till the next video. Don't know what it'll be. Don't have a clue. Wasn't planning on this one. But she popped up and said, hey, can you clean up the chicken lot? Well, she got more than she bargained for. So, y'all have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.